10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to this episode. We'll be talking about what it will take for NASA and SpaceX to colonize the moon and how long that will take. And to colonize the moon, you're going to need a rocket, so that's Starship. And more specifically, you're going to need the Moonlander version, which is that on screen. You're going to need a space station for it to dock to bring the astronauts to the surface. And that's just the basics. That's a lot of work already. And right now they're planning the Lunar Gateway, which I believe the first pieces will go up next year, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the first pieces will go up next year on top of a Falcon Heavy rocket. But you're gonna need a rocket to get the astronauts to the space station, which is the SLS rocket, and to land on the moon you'll need the Starship lander variant, which is this. You're going to need to launch a Starship with the lander variant on top. You're going to have to get in a low Earth orbit, refuel it a couple times, like 3 or 4 times just to make sure it has enough fuel, and then head to the moon. The reason you'll have to refuel it so many times is because it takes a lot of fuel just to get to orbit, so you'll have to go to multiple different Starships to refuel. And by the way, I am working on a space movie ranking video where I rank them. It was going to be a tier list, but there's too many problems going on with that, so I have to redo the entire video and make it into a ranking video, like a top 10 or whatever. Now we're going to talk about what astronauts I think are most qualified to be a part of the Artemis program and go to the moon. And first is Victor Glover. Victor Glover is already a part of the Artemis 2 mission, and I think he's qualified enough to actually land on the moon. Really, the Artemis 2 crew are just as qualified to land on the moon as they are to go to the moon, so I'm hoping like Victor Glover or other members of the crew can eventually land on the moon and work on the moon on the base. Something like this would probably be the first type of base on the moon, although the Starship lunar variant could probably be a temporary base on the moon until they get something better set up. Something like this would also be pretty cool. You could also have windows looking at the Earth. That'd be a great view. If you're enjoying this video, you could hit the like button and subscribe for more because I'm having a few more of these videos come out in a couple of days. The one benefit the Artemis program has over the Apollo program is that we've been to the moon before, so we know how things work and we can get to work on a base as soon as possible. But for the Apollo program, they did many experiments on the short time they were on the moon. The Artemis program is a collaboration between many space agencies and countries, and SpaceX, NASA, and Boeing are just 3 of the many. But that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have another one coming out either tomorrow or Sunday, so subscribe if you want to see that.